Muling pinainit ng investigasyon sa flood control scandal ang panawagan ng publiko para sa transparency at good governance. Nailabas na ang salin ng lahat ng senador. Pero sapat nga ba ito? Narito ang agenda report ni Mikey Oreta.
Inilabas ng lahat ng 24 senators ang kanilang salin. Pero imbis na linaw, mas marami itong iniwang tanong kaysa sagot. Daan-daang milyong piso pa rin ang nakalagay sa catch-all line na other real and personal properties. Walang detalye, walang breakdown, walang paliwanag. At dahil wala pa ring iisang sistema para ma-cross-check ang mga deklarasyon, marami sa mga salin na pinapasa, tinatanggap na lang ng hindi na-check.
What they did was they redacted or they blackened out some important data, which make the publication not that useful. So in my mind, why did you publish it pa when you're just going to do it that way?
Si dating BIR Commissioner Kim Jacinto Henares na nagbunyag ng maling deklarasyon noong Corona impeachment trial, sinasabing problema ito ng honesty at verification. Sa ngayon, pwedeng mag-file ang mga opisyal ng malabong salin at pwede pa itong itama sa huli ng walang automatic na penalty o audit trail.
To make the analysis of whether there's ill-gotten wealth and all these things, you have to compare this salin with another salin. Ideally, you should have all their salin through the years. If you cannot have it all, you should have at least the first one and this one to compare. If there's dramatical changes, then that's where you go and investigate why.
Ipinunto niya ang magkapatid na Villar bilang halimbawa. Si Senator Mark Villar nagdeklara ng 844 million pesos sa other properties pero walang itemization. Samantalang ang kapatid niyang si Senator Camille Villar malinaw na naglilista ng shareholdings sa ilang Villar companies. Magkapatid pero magkaiba ang approach. Patunay na kahit ang pinakamayayamang mambabatas, iba-iba pa rin ang standards.
If you look at Senator Mark Villar's salin, he also enumerated 2 shareholdings. So if you do it that way, that means that 844 million does not include shareholdings in companies. Then it raised another question. Your sibling, how come your sister has shareholding in most of the Villar companies? How come you, as the brother, does not have any shareholding? That's the other question mark.
Para kay Henares, kailangan ang isang digital system na standard ang format, madaling i-trace at gumagamit ng AI para ma-spot agad ang mga red flag.
When you submit your salin, you go to a website or an app wherein you fill it up. It will guide you how you fill it up. So it will say you should put your cash in bank and all those things. So that it now becomes uniform. And when you submit it, it's digitalized, and the custodian can use AI to analyze all the salin, and determine and do a quality control. And you can, because of technology, you can do it fast. And from there, you segregate, and then you, following what the Supreme Court said, that if there's a discrepancy, you ask the person to, you call the attention of the person, why is there a discrepancy for the explanation.
Pero kahit ang pinakamagandang system, hindi ito gagana kung walang political will.
Malacanang has the power, now they have to show their will. But the salin is a legislative, it's a law. So the other thing that needed is also an amendment to make it stronger, because it seems like people don't understand or don't want to understand. So maybe it should be more detailed.
4 na buwan mula nang ipinatawag ng Pangulo ang cleanup, tuloy ang flood control probe at tuloy rin ang tanong, gumagana pa ba talaga ang mga anti-corruption tools natin? Para sa agenda, Mikey Oreta, Billionario News Channel.